What's going on with YouTube? We got some deep fried ribs. We got this. It's gonna be a saga, YouTube, of deep fried goodness. Stick around for this goodness. Shout out to cousin Matt. Thank you for the drink combo, man. Super killer, dude. Got some orange soda pop. Oh, excuse me. Mixed with a splash of Jack Daniels. It's good. This other splash I'm going to be using for my sauce, for my ribs. So that's going to be saved for my cooking. Thank you very kindly. YouTube, you don't even know. Let's get it. Recording the cooking video on the new phone. I can't go live with it, but it does what it needs for it to do for me to record videos. Now I took in the oven and I preheat the oven to 350, low and slow. We got 2 packets of boneless ribs. Check that out, beautiful, delicious. Now before we add our boneless ribs to our essential baking tray, tinfoil baking tray, that's what's up. And take our seasoning and want to hit the bottom of our pan with our seasoning. We have the delicious Swampamole seasoning. Beautiful. Now we're going to plate and stab before we cook. Then the sauce and saucing it will be part number 2. They're the boneless pork ribs, 100% all natural, boneless pork ribs. Make some room because we're doing both packs. Season the bottom of it so the bottom gets a little bit. Providing the content for the fans. Although 4 is enough, to be honest, to season up our pan good. It'll be a tight squeeze to fit the other 2, so I think 4 would be enough. But we're gonna make the tight squeeze work, because this is King Cobra's channel, and I'm making some bomb-ass delicious food. I don't care what anyone says. So we're gonna make 4 more fits. Now, the reason why I'm not adding the sauce before anything else is because you want to do the sauce after you've pre-cooked your ribs, regardless if they're boneless or not. You want to add seasoning to your ribs before it goes in the oven. And then when your ribs are 3/4 of the ways cooked, dunk them in your sauce and then bake them furthermore. No, like I said, YouTube, it's a tough fit, but we can make it work. And it's just more dank content for your face. Alright. Now before we add, we need to go into our clean dishes. Now we got plenty of clean forks, but we're going to need to use 2 clean forks. The first clean fork, we're going to take it. I want to stab each piece of rib meat. Stab it with our fork. Now the reason why I added the seasoning first before stabbing with the fork, so I don't gotta re-season it. So our oven is preheated to 350, low and slow. Now that fucking heat from that seasoning is going to be enough to season our meats. But the sauce I add to it is going to be most boss, packed with flavor. And when I deep fry these pork ribs in nacho cheese Doritos on top of everything else, it's going to be perfect. Spicy enough, but packed with flavor. Stick around for that goodness. Appreciate my fans and my family, all the support that I get. Now I'm just taking, I got enough room for each boneless rib. Just taking that fork, stab it. This is so we can tenderize our ribs so that when we bake them with our seasoning, it come out delicious. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. Now that they're properly stabbed, they're ready for seasoning. So I'm going to dust the top of these delicious ribs, boneless 100% pork ribs with our seasoning. Now we're going to incorporate this seasoning into our sauce, but that's for part 2. That is for part 2. Part 1 is this right here. Now the reason why I'm adding the seasoning and waiting to add the sauce is for sanitary reasons. I learned from a professional chef, when you're making ribs and when you get to adding the sauce and your flavor to the ribs, okay, you want to start off with, like any good meat, room temperature. Get your meat thawed to room temperature, stab it with a fork, and then you add your seasonings and bake it in the oven. And when it comes to a proper temperature, you can add the sauce to it. So yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, but you will see the finished product when it's done. I have the ingredients. This goes out to all my fans. Amanda, thank you for your $50 DoorDash gift card. She's like, what's your email? And she sent me a legit gift card for DoorDash So for the fans, this fucking deep fried fucking video going out to you. Boneless barbecue deep fried spicy ribs. And believe me, it's King Cobra JFS. It's going to be spicy. Alright. We got our seasoning, which is a sesame swamp seasoning. You saw it in the snow crab video. It's good seasoning, man. So this is going to go into the oven at 350 degrees. Hold on one second. Properly seasoned. Now when it's 3/4 of the way cooked, we're going to pull it out of the oven, let it cool off, dust it in our sauce, throw it back in the oven. Then we're going to save the sauce, dust it when it's done being cooked. So the second sauce dusting is before we deep fry it in the Dorito goodness. Trust me, this is going to be a dank recipe. Oh, yes, it is. Look at that middle rack. That's how it's stacked. Let's get ready to snack. Anyways, you two, this is part 1. Filming on the new phone. That's what's up.